Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It's I think a little bit of good evening and good morning for us right now though. But my name's Acta Boker. I'm joining about here by Walter. Man, how you doing today?
I'm good. I'm hyped. A little bit tired, but that's
Yeah, I
that's
think
what
we're
happens when you have the early morning, late night seats.
yeah, I think we're both tired for the opposite reason. You just getting up and me desperately needing to go to bed. But you know what? Both of those can wait because we got an awesome match coming up and I couldn't miss it. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, and we kind of have like the same situations for both our runners today, I imagine too. One of them being in the U.S. coast and the other one being in Norway.
Oh, okay.
So
I didn't know
we're
that.
pretty much doing the same thing we're doing right now.
Good. All right. Well, I guess that means I know HayfieldBay is from the same general area you are, so I guess that means I'm rooting for norskmatty then.
Fun fact: Norsk, the first part of Maddie's name, actually means Norwegian. I think they actually have descendants from Norway. So this is
Okay.
about as close as we get to a full head-on-head Norway matchup on SpeedGaming
Can
Live this year.
can I get a huge favor from you? Can you pronounce that name again so I don't look stupid for the whole entire time while we're watching this race?
Norsk,
Norsk.
yeah, that's good enough.
Not okay. Sorry, my accent's horrible. If you're watching it back, I do apologize, but it looks like we're off. I gotta say, they both picked up those bushes. Even though you don't have a sword at the start, you still can dash through them. While it's raining outside, your sword is actually, it's made of magic. So it still works. See as we dash through that bush there. And then,
Oh, and then and we actually
okay,
got a
that,
sword from Uncle as well.
I'm so delusional from lack of sleep. I was really confused right there. By the way, there's also a hammer. Yeah,
Seems
that
like a
really
pretty
got me. I
sweet
was like,
start here.
why was that sword blue? All
Yeah, so you
right.
get like two different ways you could clear out escape here. You can go with the sword or you can go with the hammer as well.
Yeah. Gives them a
I,
lot of
I
options early.
yeah, I guess the one upside with the hammer is that you can one shot the blue guards. But same would go with the master sword spin though.
That's true. Well, we'll have to see what they do. As we see, they both have that hammer equipped, but that's probably because they have literally no other item right now. And there we go. We see the difference. Also, there's a glove.
Oh, are we
Uh,
getting Dark World access before we leave
yeah.
escape?
All we need is a moon pearl and we're ready to go. I mean, heck, I was thinking, dude, if you just find the lamp, you go do Aga, but like, man, we might just go to Hype Cave instead.
Yeah.
Right? Pretty much your standard escape here. That's gonna be what you see for the entirety of the tournament. And we do have that sword start. We do have that boot start. It is fantastic. And I have learned so much from just having boots and escape that there's all these cool little dash lines that I've never seen. That room that they were in right before the green guard, you can actually, if you dash like right, I guess above the statue, you can make it like all the way without bonking against the wall. It's all that cool stuff. I guess I learned most of that from watching too much Jim because he seems to know everything.
Yeah, it's all of those takes with using the movement speed just become so different when you have boots.
Good to see a little diverse ball and chain action there. I think we saw one pot on one side and then some hammer strats on the other. Did take a hit. You never want to die and escape. It's like the ultimate feels bad experience. It has happened once or twice this tournament so far. But 3-heart ball and chain guard, I wouldn't say it's trivial, especially if you're trying to go fast.
Yeah. But getting some of the extra weapons here early makes that fight a little bit
Oh yeah.
less difficult. You don't have to hit him 8 times all of a sudden.
No, yeah. Switching it to 2 hits or, well, I guess technically you'd have to hit him with 8 Master Sword slashes, because for some reason the blue sword is dumb and it still counts as 1 on ball and chain guard. I believe that's right. I'm not sure
Yeah,
though. Now I think
yeah, but
about it.
you can spin him. It's fine.
Or throw a pot at him. That's just fun.
But yeah, we'll see Hayfield getting a little bit of an early advantage here with just a little bit cleaner movement and the ball and chain guard difference.
Yeah, his ball and chain guard was definitely faster doing the hammer hits there because it only took 2 and he didn't have to walk any different amount of distance, but you know the other guy had to go walk to the pot. I call him the other guy because I'm terrified to pronounce his name again, especially with you here. But I can tell you a little bit about the runners. HayfieldBay, he had a wonderful showing in the last SpeedGaming live tournament. I can definitely say it was wonderful because he was the one that eliminated me, so he definitely did very well. He's probably looking to maybe do even better this year. It'll be a tough thing to accomplish, but he's definitely a runner that's good enough to do it.
Yeah, he's been putting in a lot of work in the linked passing recently.
I always see him playing in the ladder, so... Closing in a first kick. Oh, I was about to say we didn't get anything here. Was that what you were about to say?
Well, not quite. I was just gonna say, also from last year of SpeedGaming Live, Hayfield kind of made a name for himself for being like the stone face guys. The stone face guy. He like never made any reactions.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, we'll see if we can get maybe 1 or 2 reactions from him this time around.
Yeah. What kind of crazy stuff do you think the seed will have to do to get that out of him, though? Like, what has he not seen? We'll have to see.
That's true. We get early blue mail, though, so even though we don't have a lot of hearts yet, it's going to be a pretty safe seed just from getting that damage reduction.
Super nice to get that. And that looked like we had a pendant over at Hera, and it looked like Eastern and Desert were just your good old plain old crystals, the good ones. Yeah. What you were saying about the health, with these settings too, we've removed all of the heart containers in this seed. They are only going to be heart pieces. Pretty cool thing, I think, because you don't get stacked on so much health early. And it's always really depressing too to have like 15 hearts and no items after you're leaving Kakariko, and you're like, what the heck do I do now?
Yeah.
I thought that was a pretty good one. Have you ever seen a small magic decanter on Lumberjack before? That looked exceptionally silly.
That's the true half magic.
There you go.
I think there's still a few heart containers though. I think there's like 3 of them in total.
Oh, are there?
Yeah, I think so. It's like Sank heart and then maybe 1 or 2 more heart containers.
Okay, well good. I completely ignore what I said about that. So what I meant to say was there's less. That's what I actually did say. I take it back. Oh man.
What if we just got rid of Kakariko yet, and we have so much items already?
Yeah, we have. We just got Kane over there at the mushroom spot. Heck, we just need a Moon Pearl ready to go. A bug net as well. Blue boomerang, yeah. A lot of if they were playing bingo or something, man, they would be looking good on filling out one of those squares.
Yeah. See some nice game knowledge here from Hayfield, farming some 50-50 rocks here to get some bombs. But there is actually a guaranteed bomb if you just go over here where...
Yeah, we're gonna see that on the other side.
Yeah, that way you don't have to like gamble if you get a bomb or not.
Well, there you go. So they were just trying to do a collective effort there to show you if you do not have bombs when you're heading over to Kakariko, these are the many ways that you can find them.
Yeah, especially that bonk rock is extra valuable in this game mode because you're always gonna have to build living escape.
Yeah, I think that bonk rock's great. And like, if you want to, we actually elected only to get one on Norscht. Dang it! How do you say it, Walter? I already forgot. Norscht. Oh my god. On Natty's side here, and we also got a mirror in the blind side out as well, so we actually are going to get like every single item before we find the Moon Pearl, it looks like.
Yeah. Mirror's gonna be really nice to have before Dark World at least though. Makes routing a lot more convenient or efficient.
And we're seeing a little divergence here. He did not get a bomb and Blind's hideout. I think he was just going for the hedge there. So instead, he's just going to go ahead and get him here in the back of the tavern. There's Ether. I think we got a bottle too. Like, good lord, man. This is so stacked. Is it because that they knew that it was so early and so late for us that they're going to try and get us out of here so we can go back to sleep?
It could be. The random gods were like half asleep when they seeded all of this. So they just placed it wherever it was convenient.
Yeah, they're ready to go back to sleep too. That's good for them.
It can be a little bit scary getting like overwhelmed by items early because it can open up the seed quite a lot and it can be really hard to tell where to go next.
No, that's actually true. That's a really good point you bring up. You get everything all at once, you get to the Dark World, and you're like, dang, I only need one thing. Where do I go? Because you want to go there, you know, first, obviously, because, you know, you'd finish faster, but also if your opponent does it and you don't, that can be a huge swing towards the end of the game.
Yeah.
But,
so
I mean...
like we got another 300 here, so we're kind of set for ceremony as well, which is a very common play when you have boot start, because you can set up the water walk.
Yeah, just water walk right on over. It's really nice too. With that glove too, it is in logic, so he could have that next piece we're looking for. And just 10 arrows there, race game. Not gonna bother with those. I suppose with all these items that we're getting early, until we find that moon pearl, we're really not going to be doing much else.
Yeah, not really. Expecting Maddie to go down to South Shore here as well. But we do have a lot of stuff up on the mountain unlocked at the moment as well. Well, it's kind of unlocked, but it's not on logic yet without a lamp. But that definitely seems to be something that our runners might try to do after South Shore if they don't get like too much of value here.
Yeah. It definitely would be a sequence break, but you might just be thinking, you know, it's just a lamp. We'll find it maybe eventually that isn't in a place, you know, if it's in Eastern or something, maybe we'll get a bow up in Death Mountain, then we go get, you know, the lamp. The bad thing about the play is when you go up to the mountain, well, I guess hair is a pendant, so maybe it's not so bad if you get fire locked out of it. Unless that, you know, moon pearl is hanging out there on Moldorm and you can't get up there. But
yeah, that would be awkward. So did Hayfield go straight to Moldorm Cave instead of the dam?
He did.
Yeah, so that makes me think that maybe Hayfield is thinking about routing in Agina together with the dam here. After doing these checks over here.
It's a pretty good route too. You just kind of split up South Shore into, you know, 2 halves rather than do it in like one go but isolate another.
Yeah, especially when you start with the boots, like some of those a little bit farther away locations become a lot less annoying because it makes you be able to do those checks without being punished too much.
Yeah, and you have to think about, you know, your thumb stamina, and like holding left for that long, like it sucks. And then when you have these boots, you can just press A and you go the whole way. So, you know, your thumbs stay fresh for the whole run. Yeah. That's probably why they do it that way, I'm sure. The thumb stamina.
That makes sense to me.
Okay, yeah, alright, good.
So yeah, Hayfield actually didn't use his water walk quite yet. Made sure to do a fake flipper here, so can check Hobo and then arm the water walk there instead. To try and get like all of these out in one single go.
Yeah, you even saw him use a bomb setup there to make sure he was positioned as close to the transition as he could be, because if you do not get that fake flipper on that first attempt, then you will actually delete your water walk. And so whenever he jumped down here, instead of being on the water, he would actually drown.
The scary thing though in this mode is actually because there's so many heart pieces, like makes it a little bit more likely that you'll get like a heart refill at the pairing, so you might not be able to get like both chests.
Yeah, and then you know, you don't get to do the cool dashing over to Zora. So yeah, if we end up refilling our hearts here via the heart pieces, you'll start swimming again. Don't ask me why. Oh, okay. Oof, held my breath there. And then he also threw his bottle in there and got it refilled with a green potion. Another cool fact about this mode, there are only 2 bottles in the pool, but they're all going to be empty. So if you want to fill them, you're going to have to either, you know, ask that fairy nicely or go pay for a, you know, a bottle from a shop somewhere.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty nice touch. Like the old hard modes used to have like a half. You only get like
Right,
half
yeah,
of the
they.
potion and all that, but like
I forgot
having
about
it like
that.
this makes a lot more sense, I think.
That was always a real fun one, you know? You'd forget that it was like that, then you have no magic on Cold Stare, then you go and pop your potion and you get half your magic, and you're like, what the heck am I
Yeah.
gonna do with this?
I think in Expert you used to get like 1 heart from a red potion or something like that.
Yeah, why not? And you only have 3 hearts too, so who cares? I don't think we saw the water checks on Maddie's side, so he's just gonna go ahead and head over here to Eastern. He's really just trying to find that pearl. Really, HayfieldBay didn't get anything of value outside of, I guess, you know, refilling that green potion and then being able to check off a couple more checks off the slate.
Yeah, in terms of logic, it seems fairly likely we could find something here in Eastern. The only other thing would be Agina, which Hayfield is heading towards right now.
Yeah, well,
It could
especially with
very
what we
easily-
know.
Yeah, but it could very easily just be a flute or a lamp to like put you up on the mountain.
We did see that cape over there at Saha too. Maybe that moon pearl was just chilling on Pyramid the whole time, and all these early items was just to give you that false hope.
Yeah, that would be awkward.
Nine times out of 10, though, when you have a pearl on Pyramid, that's like kind of the great equalizer in the seed, because more often than not, both players end up last locationing it. And
Yeah.
that's nothing over there in Agina, so, yeah, I think you're right. Something is going to be over here in Eastern, and we're running out of chest where it could be. We got 2 left. What are you thinking we're going to find?
I think lamp for Death Mountain, which Hayfield is
feeling-
actually just going straight up Death Mountain here.
I'm feeling book, man. I want things to get real silly. Yep, that's what I said, Lamp. Roll the tape. I'm 100% sure that's what I said.
Yeah, lamp to unlock a big key chest where you get book, of course.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I meant. Alright. Hey, he got a heart refill from that heart piece. Man, good thing he didn't go to Waterfall now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as long as our Moon Pearl is not on Moldorm, and as long as Hera is not fire locked, this play up the mountain looks like it might work out pretty well for HayfieldBay here. But we'll have to see. We still got one more chest over here in Eastern.
Yeah, I kind of like this approach, like, because even if the progression was not up here, Hayfield is like kind of likely to find something good up here, no matter what.
I mean, he did already find silvers. The old man had those. I'd say those are pretty good.
That's a good start.
It's nice to-
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I love seeing that sprite back. I really missed it. No, there's only one bow in this seed, and 1 silvers, no progressive bows. A change I thought was really cool. I'm just a huge fan of these settings. I got nothing angry to say about them. I love them all.
Yeah, I think from like a general sense, a lot of people have been pretty on board with these settings. With speaking of, there's our real bow.
Yeah. Actually, let's just say that this seed, or these settings, they do have progressive bows, but they're backwards. So, if somehow you make it to Death Mountain before you turned in the old man, that would have been the silvers. And we actually did get a reaction from Mr. Stoneface as well. That was a pretty hefty nod from that. He seemed to be very happy with his play to come up here.
Yeah, I
think-
mean, it's gonna be very rewarded because now he can single dip Eastern
Mm-hmm.
and still get like the progression from Eastern.
Yeah. Because not only was it that he didn't do Eastern, he also didn't do Sashrala as well. So for all he knows, that the Pearl could have been sitting there as well. So yeah, I think I would be giving myself a little bit of a head nod too if I saw the bow there. It was a good play by him. And there's the Moon Pearl. Heck, man, you don't even have to go over to Eastern, man. Let's go see what's going on in Pod. Though if you do all the Pod, then Eastern afterwards, you get to do the whole entirety of Pod in the dark.
Yeah.
We don't have the best equipment to make that really work out.
I mean, if you're going over to Pod, you might as well just do Eastern first, in case there's a lamp there. Because, like, at this point, Hayfield should know there's a lamp or a flute in Eastern.
Yeah, that's very true, now that you think about it. I think that would be a good idea. I hope he does that now.
The only awkward thing, I guess, would be if Pod is a pendant. But, like, at that point, you could still just clear out the front part and skip the boss.
That's true, too. Yeah, I don't think we've gotten a Dark World map check, so I don't know what our that layout's going to be. We got 2 pendants still outstanding. With this equipment, yeah, it has to be Thieves and Pod, right?
Yeah, why not? So Hayfield is actually rushing over here before. Maybe gonna take the portal over here. But yeah, surprising why it just didn't take the other portal. Oh, actually going straight into Eastern.
Oh man, Maddie over here is giving me a heart attack. Still giving me a heart attack. This would be a horrible place to die. I think we're safe though because he'll come down here. He'll get these 2 hearts out of these pots.
Yeah.
Only thing you need to do is not run into your own bomb. I forgot we had Blue Meal though, and when that dead rock hit him, I thought it was done. So I gasped.
Yeah, I don't know why, but like I feel like every time I play this game mode, I always get the blue mail early.
Huh. I don't think that. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah,
Maybe I just picked the right qualifiers.
Maybe we just have that weird confirmation bias from like the last settings where blue mail didn't exist. So now it just seems like we always get it because we played like a whole tournament where it didn't exist.
Yeah,
right?
I guess that's fair.
Yeah. So there will be no dark pod today for HayfieldBay because he did go over to Eastern. He's also smiling as well, Walter. Your stone face comment, he doesn't appreciate it.
Well, now that I think about it, I think Hayfield actually didn't just woke up. I think he actually came from a night shift and is playing like right after work. So maybe he's just happy to be home and playing Randomizer again.
Oh, he's amped. Okay, I like that. That's how good he is at Randall. I thought that this was his full-time job, you know? Alright, wow, he's even going to skip the vanilla big key chest. I think that was the 50-50 for him, and it is a 50-50 he will win if memory serves, because I think it was the compass in that chest.
Yeah, I don't remember what was in it, but I just remember it was nothing useful.
Yeah, it was definitely nothing good. Okay, we have a Hype Cave play over here from Maddie's side. Maybe we'll get a map check as well, I believe.
Yeah, so this was the path I thought Hayfield was gonna take, because then could like get Hype Cave out of the way and pod at the same time as doing Eastern.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because you got the mirror, everything would work out.
Ooh, another sword, and we did get our last bottle, as well as meds. So that's a pretty good game.
All right, at 23 minutes and 12 seconds, we are now in go mode. Wait, are we still missing some items?
Well, we're just about to find out. All right, so the pot is a crystal together with a 5/6 crystal together with the Tartar. We have a green pendant at Feastown, and Meyer is our last pendant.
Okay.
So we're definitely missing a couple of items still.
Missing some flippers, missing a hook shot. We're gonna need both those rods. And then medallion, uncertain. To be determined on that one. Okay.
Sounds about right to me.
Still a little rando to play here. Now, I couldn't see it because, you know, the resolution, but when he saw that the green pendant was Thieves Town, I think he rolled his eyes.
Yeah, it's always awkward when you get pendant Thieves Town. You want as many like low requirement dungeons with crystals as possible.
Yeah. They should just ban Pendant Thieves Town. I think we'll after the race is over, we're gonna submit an inquiry to the council about that one. We'll see if we can get some traction on it.
Mm-hmm.
But surely, like, no one likes it. So if no one likes it, let's just ban it.
Yeah. While we're doing that, we might as well ban Crystal Swamp as well, right?
You know what? I like where your head's at. At the end of the day, we're just gonna turn this thing into an NMGC. Alright. So sword and mitts acquired for HayfieldBay. He's gonna get his map check and be like, oh, hey, odds of crystal? Then maybe I'll just go over there. Maybe he won't. Maybe we'll do Stumpy and Dig Game. I'm not sure. Nope, well, we're on our way. I think this is definitely pod.
Yeah, looks like it. Only question is if he heads over to the pyramid first, maybe?
Nope.
Looks like a nope.
See you later, Pyramid. Pyramid's always a funky play, you know? Because you got Big Bomb over there, so you're always kind of like, I don't have to do it now. Maybe I could just do it all together. But then you're looking at, you know, 5-6 Turtle Rock. It's pretty unlikely that when you're still looking for items, if it's not going to be that Fire Rod or Ice Rod, well, I don't know what it'll be. Those always seem to be like the likely culprits.
Yeah, this could be a seed where both our runners don't check Pyramid and Catfish for quite a while.
As they shouldn't, because those checks suck, and I agree with that decision.
But yeah, with so many items that we have, after we're done here in Pod and Maddie finishes up Eastern as well, we actually don't have any crystals we can beat after that.
That is a good point. Yeah, where do you go next after this?
Yeah,
Village of Outcast always looks interesting. No small key yet. We got the big key. And that first chest, kind of an awkward pod to route here. But who knows? Maybe I mean, we're getting to the money section of pod. Maybe we'll find that next piece that gives us that, you know, definitive direction on where we should go next. Like a hook shot? I don't know. Now all of a sudden, yeah.
Yeah, Dark Death Mountain looking a little bit spicy.
Looks pretty good. Yes, yes. Maybe those little flippers are coming up next. Who knows? Yep, my heart piece. Knew that was coming.
I wonder, is a heart piece more common than big 20s at this point in this version?
Boy, that's a really good question. That's a math question, so it's definitely not one that at least I'm suited to answer at 3 a.m. in the morning, and I'm gonna go ahead and call you out and say that maybe you probably don't know the answer either at 8:30 in the morning either. We're in the wrong time zones to be doing math, man.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm always in the wrong time zone to do math.
Yo, but I was trying to give you an excuse here, man. Just take it. All right, hook shot for HayfieldBay now. Maddie has just been rolling through pod, doing his diligence here. And he notices that fairy. He notices I have bottles, and he realized that they were they came pre-washed but not pre-filled. So he went ahead and threw a fairy in there. That's a pretty good call. Good heads-up play.
Yeah. Could definitely pay off later on. Lets you play a little bit more aggressive in some of the more dangerous dungeons as well.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's always nice too. You end up just playing so much better, knowing that like if you don't play bad, it's not going to be a colossal train wreck. So
Yeah. If you have a
If it-
fairy in a bottle, you're never gonna need to use it. But if you don't have it, then you're always gonna die.
yeah, what is that, man? It's not fair. Almost got the quick cycle on the turtles there. Just kind of a little off on the spin. That one moved in a funky direction. I know there's a reason for that.
Looks like a poke as well with the sword. If I didn't see it correctly.
Alright, 5 hearts, blue mail. I wouldn't say this is the freest fight, but we do have those silvers that really helps towards the end.
Yeah, or use like the tempered sword. It's really nice here as well.
That tempered sword's pretty good too. Multiple ways to kill this guy. There we go. Excellent fight from Matty's side. HayfieldBay right behind him. Is he gonna get his fairy? Nope. He's just gonna run into it with his forehead.
He's just happy as the green potion.
And that'll tie us up on the crystal count, but only momentarily. Oh, looks like HayfieldBay. Is that a Zelda 1 shirt? We're playing the wrong game, man! It could be a Zelda 3 shirt. It's pretty hard for me to tell. I'm making a pretty grandiose guess about that one here.
Could be anything at this point. So Eastern is going to be pretty straightforward here for Matty, clearing out everything else before, so just needs to run straight to the boss, and with Silver is going to be a fast fight. So at this point, they're pretty much going to be close to tied up again. I think Hayfield has done a few more checks in the overworld, but not too many.
Yeah, he did get that Agina and all of the water checks in. I don't know what Matty has up on him, but I mean, those checks are only, you know, time saves for HayfieldBay if Matty doubles backs and does them. If he never does them, then HayfieldBay didn't save any time there at all.
Yeah, or like not checking those early might actually give Matty an incentive to like go check Catfish and Sora at the same time later.
Oh, that's a very good point too. Absolutely. And we've definitely seen races where that was the difference maker, where, you know, someone was more incentivized to go check Catfish than Catfish had the item, and then the other person's like, to heck with Catfish, I'll never check you, not in a million years, and yeah, it could make the difference.
Yeah. Oh, Hayfield is actually walking out of here, so it makes me think he's going for
he's gonna go Catfish
right now.
Very good point. That's what I said. I said that everyone always checks Catfish immediately after pod. That's what we meant to say. Or maybe he won't do it. Maybe he'll just go over to Graveyard Ledge. Or maybe we'll do, you know, Pyramid into Graveyard Ledge, King's Tomb, and then bomb jump over back to... I don't know, man. We'll have to see. I'm not making any more predictions, alright? I've already looked dumb, like, way more times than I want to admit in this half an hour.
Alright, so Matt is gonna go for the King's Tomb here, and then probably head towards Outcast.
Yeah, it seems like a likely thing to do. Pretty fluid. Get the nice fire rod there in King's Tomb. That's
right,
pretty convenient.
Do a little bit of Skullwoods instead.
The perfect time to find it, right before you're gonna go over it. I'd say that makes up for, you know, the Man, Hayfield, is he leaving? He's just like,
Yeah.
I'll check
He's
it, but I'm
heading-
not really interested.
He's heading to Kingston. He's ready for it to be trash.
What was I saying? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, the upside with the way Hayfield is running this is he gets to do like graveyard ledge at the same time. So using that mirror to like the maximum efficiency.
Yeah, definitely leaving no stone unturned. And that, that's something you can see with, routing styles. Maybe people will route, depending on their opponent. Like, if, I don't know, I'm not gonna say anything based on these two runners or, the decisions that they make, but I will say it's common that if you feel like you have maybe a little bit of execution advantage over your opponent, you might be a little bit more thorough than you generally are because you know that you do have a little bit of time to bleed. And then vice versa, if you feel like your opponent maybe will typically outplay you if, the game goes that way, you can be a little bit more risky. And I mean, that's just kind of the joys of randomizers. It's what we all love.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 128 people in this tournament. It is double elimination, and like, man, I wouldn't put money on any matchup because we've seen crazy things happen. It doesn't matter, man. Yeah, that was nothing over there at Graveyard Ledge. So far, nothing in Skullwoods either, but we've also not opened any chest either. Hmm. $20 there on Bumper Ledge. Oh, that's a, you don't see that one every day. So Maddie, tried to do a spin on Moth, and most of the time that'll work. I'd say 50% of the time that spin's gonna work, and by 50%, I mean when you have Fighter Sword or Master Sword. If you have Tempered or higher, you're gonna upgrade your damage to Gold Sword damage, which does not damage Mothula.
Yep.
And yeah, good job getting that fairy. That did save him from having to redo Moth, so it was definitely an earnest investment. And also, you might be asking yourself, well, what if you have Gold Sword? Is that not going to damage Moth? They actually downgrade your damage whenever you have Gold Sword. So technically, your Gold Sword swings are only doing tempered damage. And then you might be asking yourself, well, why didn't they downgrade the tempered spin? And I don't have an answer to that one.
Yeah, I was very surprised that they like took away the stairway glitch in Ganon's tower before they downgraded the tempered spin.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they technically didn't need to downgrade the Gold Sword slash. That was kind of a convenience thing because you could technically still poke him and do Gold Sword damage, and that used to be a thing back in the day. It was always really fun to run into a Moth you couldn't damage without poking him. So, but that's why that spin didn't do damage. My very long-winded story that you're probably sick of listening to. I just thought I would be thorough there because that's how HayfieldBay's routing. And somebody said there's no Gold Sword in this mode anyways. Well, you know what? The heck with my explanation then. Alright. Moth fight on HayfieldBay's side. And he does not have a fairy, so he will not be able to be as aggressive as Maddie was.
Yeah, and Moth staying up at the top of with the spikes is it's kind of awkward. Oh, he's gonna have to play it quite safe here now.
Yeah,
might use the cape here.
I would say that's a great call. You do not want to die here. That magic's running down. This Moth ain't dying.
Yeah,
I'm sweating it a little bit.
Okay.
No, all right. Ooh. Oh my gosh.
So we equalized on having empty bottles again.
Giving us a little bit of a Abraham Lincoln pose there as we think of what we're gonna do next.
Oh, going for a saving quit here.
Oh, is this
Probably
Death
heading
Mountain?
Dark Death Mountain.
Okay, I like it. I like it.
Right? Maybe it's
if-
not Dark Death Mountain.
Are we gonna do a little you know
Oh,
what?
go for Ice Palace play here.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, we know that we're not going to be able to get our flippers in Ice Palace. But other than that, like any other progression items is definitely on the table.
Yeah, I mean, okay. You know, maybe if he finds an ice rod here, man, you gotta be thinking you're like the smartest person in the room. Also, we are going to, I guess, refill our green potion before we head into Ice Palace too.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, all right. That's a heads-up play I was not thinking about. I was a little bit confused of that.
Yeah,
photo.
so was I. I figured there was a reason why he was doing it. It just took me a second to get there. Mostly because of, you know, how late/early it is. I'm gonna keep plugging that as much as I can because it like basically absolves us from all of our mistakes because we can be like, no, we warned you. But yeah, one of our frequent chatters is bringing up a really good point about it where I'm just gonna go ahead and steal what he said and use it for my own commentary bits, but you know, there's the risk where you could have go mode flippers, meaning that you do all of this for nothing. But Icebreaker is an incredible time save in Ice Palace.
Yeah, you're
So-
pretty much taking like most of the same route anyways with Icebreaker. Ice Tea is like the only big room that you would have to go out of the way for.
But
The
we've
rest
already
of
done,
Still on the way.
and Hayfield's already done one 50-50 today. I don't think he's scared of doing another one. Does that look like the face of a man who's scared to do a 50-50? I say no.
If I could see it, I would agree.
If you could see it, it's right
Yeah.
there on the screen.
Oh, it's too blurry.
Come on, that's not blur, man. That's just absence of fear.
I see 2 eyebrows. That's about it.
And do those eyebrows look scared? Again, I say no.
That's fair. That's fair.
Good icebreaker there. For a small key. And then I don't think we saw really much in Village of Outcasts there. We did the front 4 thieves.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing too hot there. But I mean, like, man, if Ice Rod's chilling over here too, and like you know that you're making a play on ice here. I don't know if you would be expecting your opponent to do something like this. Hey, there's a heart container. I told you those were in the game.
Yep.
Alright, and that's actually item number 2 in ice. Both heart pieces so far.
Yeah, looks like Maddie's gonna go for the Smith chain here.
Good old big key.
I guess
Oh, we
one
are
of
gonna
the
do
items
icebreaker.
we didn't really talk about that we are gonna need is either a flute or a book, by the way, because we need to get into desert somehow.
Yeah, that's a really good point. In my head, I was just thinking they would overworld, you know, glitch clip in there, but yeah, that's technically not allowed in this tournament. So yeah, we do need a way to get over in the desert.
Yeah, that statement was technically correct.
And I'll be honest with you, I did not consider that at all. Easy one to forget.
Yeah, you kind of like assume that you're gonna run into the flute most of the times anyways, just because like either getting up to the mountain or getting to my area.
Is the last item going to be here in the big chest? It is.
All right. So nothing of value really in Ice Palace.
And I only wanted to emphasize that final item there in the big chest to call out the person in chat that said the final item on Cold Stare. But yeah, because I'm a bully sometimes. That's the only reason why. It's a bad habit I have.
You know, that's the game we play when we join the devious internet, right?
Yeah. And later I'll apologize for it and say sorry, it was 3 a.m. Coldster getting a little out of place here, but we got 2 of them down, so still feeling pretty good.
Yeah, and blue mail makes a big difference here.
Okay.
You only take 1 heart, I think, from the ice falling, and then 3 hearts from Coldster, compared to 2 and 4.
Oh, Walter, what's he doing? Oh no, he's leaving that chest behind. Is that a bad thing?
No, it's fine, as long as you don't go to Bombo's tablet first.
Why would you bring that up, man? Come on, everybody's forgotten about that by now. He also refilled his fairy there too, so
Yeah.
another heads-up play. The prize pack has been really nice for them. I noticed HayfieldBay had gotten all of his magic refilled in Ice Palace before he'd made it over to Coldster. That's always nice, because I guess you don't have enough magic to kill all the freezers and, like, do the icebreaker unless you refill magic, and if you don't find magic, you go to the safety room?
Yeah, there's a couple of other small magic containers throughout.
Yeah, or you get one of those, yeah.
But yeah, it definitely is something to keep in mind when doing Icebreaker. That's why it's always nice to just have bombos.
Yeah, we don't have half magic in this mode, so I think it's a little bit more relevant in this one than, you know, it has been in the past.
So we saw nothing from Smith Chain as well, so doesn't guarantee that something is going to be up here, but it looks kind of likely at the moment. And Matty kind of agrees, heading up here as well.
Well, none of his Dead Rock has anything to say about it. That was nothing over there in Super Bunny, but at least we will be getting that knowledge on what medallion we need for Turtle Rock, so that way when we do find these other items, we will absolutely know if we're in go mode or not. A heart piece. That refilled all of our hearts. Cool. Got another one now. And there's another one too.
Alright, so if Turtle Rock is Ether, you head in here every time, right?
Oh my lord, I don't want to make that decision right now, man. Come on, dude, it's 3:14 a.m. Oh no, I guess so.
I was gonna say yes, at least for the first couple. Might change his mind after that, but we'll see.
Like, after, like, the first 3?
Yeah.
What kind of Turtle Rock we thinking? You're thinking, like, check the first 3, or first 4, and then bail?
I mean, you definitely check those, no matter what. But
okay.
I think most likely both runners are going to continue past that as well, unless they get something really good, like maybe flippers or something.
Okay, I see what you're saying. If you get flippers or something, then
maybe
go over to Swamp or... Okay.
But I think even then, it's like quite likely both runners might just continue.
Yeah. So Ice Rod's always here. Remember when Dunka parsed those 50,000 seeds and there was like a 0.5% chance, like greater chance that the Ice Rod was in Mimic Cave than like any other location? I mean, if that doesn't mean that it's there 100% of the time, then I guess I just don't understand stats. So it has to be here.
That's fair. I still, every time I take the portal at Village of Outcast, I still hear Dunka's voice shouting for me to go into Skullwoods after that.
You know, it's kind of interesting you mentioned that, because I just want you to know you're not alone. I also hear his voice. Him calling it Value Woods or Never Skip Skullwoods. Like the father in my ear. Oh man. We need to find another game to play, my friend. No Ice Rod here so far, though, but much like Pod, Turtle Rock tends to keep all its value in the very back.
Yeah.
Oh, just a small key from the Pokey there. We probably knew that one though, didn't we?
Yeah, it was fairly likely to be the case.
Alright, yeah, and we both are going into Turtle Rock. I gotta say, like, going into Turtle Rock without the ice rod, that's one thing. Doing it in a tournament, that's for thousands of dollars, and I'm not even exaggerating. It's a different level of excitement.
Yeah, it's
So-
definitely because like we do have some other options, but in terms of density, this is definitely the place to be right now. And we have some additional information from the runners, because Maddie has done some stuff that Hayfield hasn't done, and vice versa.
Yeah. But I mean, like, you know, what about from Hayfield's perspective? Like, oh man, you know?
Yeah, he hasn't even been in Outcast yet.
Ice Rod and C-shaped house, and all of a sudden, like, that's got to be a real gut wrencher right there, you'd think. But then when it's just here and you know that you skipped all of that stuff, oh my gosh, you got to be feeling good. I saw him just wiping some sweat from his brow right there, so I think he's feeling the heat here. But anyways, Mimic Cave is coming up. Will Big Dunka have been right with his analysis there? That was an interesting scenario there from Maddie's side. It was very hopeful to hit the switch. But I get why that happened. He was...
Oh, Fairy? Oh.
No, that's not his style. We got Team Green Potion on one side. Oh, come on. That should have been the Ice Rod. Alright, well. Be sending Dunka some angry letters. You told me it was always there. Alright, just a small key there.
Yeah. Ooh, Maddie's gonna have to be a little bit careful here. Does still have that fairy, but probably do not want to use it here.
I was holding my breath there. I almost passed out, but we made it through.
And there's our book. Okay.
Alright,
That's something.
So do we leave Turtle Rock now and go to Desert? No,
Of
right? That
course.
would be silly.
Insta save quit as soon as you see that book.
Yeah. It'd be real annoying if that ice rod's over there in Ether Tablet, huh?
Yeah.
You might be thinking like
I
it's
mean, Ether
right-
Tablet would be a lot better than Bomba's Tablet at least, because you could still save your portal if it's on Ether Tablet here.
Yeah, but are you gonna do that? You have to do that right now.
I would imagine it would be on their mind at least.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's not the worst idea, but
Then you can do Spike Cave as well, like right after.
yeah, but what if you just didn't do any of those and you went to Desert and the ice rod was there?
Yeah.
You ever think of that
two
one?
items in Desert and 2 items with the tablet.
What about
and Spike Cave.
Hera?
Yeah, we still have 1 item in Hera.
This
Hayfield thought about it for a while there, but decided to save him quick.
So we will be going back to Turtle Rock on HayfieldBay's side. Now, will Maddie do the same thing? Because
Yeah,
I think he did bring up some good points with that. You know, there are some items on the other side of the mountain.
Yeah, I think like maybe it's hopeful to go for that, but like it's probably worth doing anyways, because like that's your like you still get like 2 free items fairly quickly. I was about to say Hayfield not going straight to Desert, but yeah, he changed his mind. He thought about doing Stumpy and K45 first.
We just wanted to express our feelings and how we feel about rocks. He's like, you know what, Rock? Take that. He broke it. He's all right. I'm gonna go do Bombo's tablet now. I gotta say, I am impressed with he keeps finding ways to never go over to the village of Outcast.
Yeah.
No, I mean, we still haven't done Stumpy, Dig Game, K45, you know, the whole Smith sequence. We're just gonna keep rolling along with what we got and just hope that, you know, we're sniffing out the right route. It's a little high there in that dash. That's alright though, you miss it, and then the next one's that much easier.
Yeah, gonna have to be a little bit careful though. That health is running a little bit low.
We still got that fairy. But yeah, please do not like Death Hole. I beg of you. Hey, there's Quake. Hope to never need to use that.
How far does this rabbit hole go for the ice rod?
That is a fantastic question. And we have another big thunk save and quit. And yeah, we're saving and quitting as well. I appreciate both of them keeping the sportsmanship there, and it seemed like they thought for exactly the same amount of time before they saved and quit. So there was no time loss between the thought time there.
Yeah, it does not feel good when you have to double dip.
No.
Tart truck like this, especially if you don't know if the double dip was required. So it makes sense why they would want to like make sure to like go over to desert right away to see if it was required. But that's like the whole thing with like going over to Hera, because like book is required over there as well, and like you might as well just do it before heading here. But I don't know.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. Well, I think that will solidify of Ether being a really nasty ice rod spot, especially when that could have been like one of the spots you could do to not have to redo the whole entire dungeon. But they both did it, so it won't be really a factor for the race for either of them. It's just the bombs tablet today. You're right, it wasn't funny. I wouldn't laugh either. Nice Silver's Lamo there from HayfieldBay. 4 art pieces. Was that both items in desert? I think so. Maybe. I feel like he didn't go over to the right side, but maybe he did.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And I assume if he didn't go over to the right side, then he had already gotten one item.
Well, the saving quit makes me think that he probably got both items. Oh yeah, right, because we got Quake.
Right, yep. Completely forgot about it, even though I said something.
Alright, so Hayfield taking the portal here again, probably just gonna go all the way over to Outcast from this side of the world and just grab everything along the way.
I think he's actually just coming over here to show this rock who's boss again. Yep, see, I told you.
Right, so let's think real quick what like places could have progression right now. I think it's top of Hera, Ether Tablet, Spike Cave, and back of Thieves Town. Not sure if there's anything else.
I'm gonna be 100% honest. You kind of lost me at let's think real quick, but everything you said sounded really good, so I'm gonna agree with you with utmost confidence.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Man, you gotta give, you know, Hayfield a little credit with this route. I will say that there probably was a little bit of risk associated with it, with having the ice rod being in a location that is just so early that it's probably unlikely that your opponent, doesn't find it before you. But what he's really set himself up for here is that whenever he goes into Thieves Town, he kind of does have the foresight to know that, like, hey man, I should probably see this one through because I really don't have any other good options left.
Yeah, I think that's very likely scenario here for Hayfield.
Through all that hard work and labor there, because that was quite a few digs, he gets his heart container. And then notably, it does seem like they are pretty close right now, but do not forget that HayfieldBay has already done Ice Palace. he strapped those arrows and bombs, I guess, on his feet to make some very weird, unconventional flippers, and that was able to get him over into Ice Palace.
I mean, if it works, it works.
Yeah, I mean, wood floats, and then bombs just make them like rocket powered.
Yeah.
So, I think that's how Ancilla Fake Flipper works.
I'm gonna have to remember that if I'm ever stranded on an island.
Yes, yes. Stranded on an island with arrows and explosives. That's how you get home. It's just how Tom Hanks did it in Castaway. Yeah. Now, did we mention that we have Ether Tablet, Hera, and Spike Cave? You probably did. And I didn't remember. Yep. All right.
It's either that or back of Thieves Town, I'm pretty sure. Or Green Pendant, but that's kind of back of Thieves Town.
Yeah, what the heck? We were supposed to be in go mode like a half hour ago. The seed got stingy all of a sudden. Matty looks like he's going to be doing his pyramid and catfish checks, and we'll probably see Zora along with those as well, because I don't think he's been over to that area.
Yep.
Well, it was half of a flotation device there in the brewery. Yeah.
All I can think of right now is just a bomb with a Wilson face.
I'm gonna have to recreate that in meme form. I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget. Alright. Well, this is the really uneventful and unexciting stuff where you watch both the runners do stuff that they haven't done while we sit here and talk about, you know, the places they should go. We try to will them because, you know, we have that commentator knowledge of being like, no, don't bother. HayfieldBay, just skip these 4 chests except for the big key. Go to the back. Come on, what are you doing?
Yeah, what Hayfield checking everything in Outcast before, like the front 4 here, really was like a big indicator that he's just gonna go for the back here as well. Just wanted to double check the rest before heading in.
Yeah. It makes sense. Like I said, who likes Pendant Thieves Town? The answer is nobody. Nobody at all.
And I think after Matty does this check here, he's gonna have to make the choice of Thieves Town or up the mountain again as well.
Yeah, I think you're right as well.
So yeah, the upside for Matty would be to just head up the mountain, hope it's there. But the fact that like we both say and quit out of Tartarok kind of makes them not wanna go for that play, I guess.
Yeah. Saw a pretty big sigh there when, you know, we didn't see it from Zora. We are on the mountain though, so
going up the mountain.
This could definitely help. I gotta wonder if it will still be enough time for Matty, because if it's not here, HayfieldBay is going to be going there like right now, and will the Thief Clear be enough to counteract the Ice Palace?
Yeah, I guess like would be like if Hayfield finds something else, like for example that flute.
Flippers actually would be a huge one. That could definitely lead him astray. But then, you know, Matty has to come back here and get those.
Need to go and grab those.
But I mean, a full clear of swamp would kind of be real stinky too. So, yeah, I don't know, man. But I mean, I will say, I would say Matty is the one that needs help right now, and this is the best case scenario for him to at least get, you know, anything moving in his direction.
Yeah, I would agree.
Alright. Yo, I love watching everyone's Harapot set up. Like, if there is any rando fingerprint, it is Harapot. I swear everybody does it different. Look at that, man. I don't even think there was a buffer there. There you go. That's his DNA footprint. That's how Maddie does Haripot. And he's the only one. Right, man, I'm looking at all these chests like, all right, something's gonna be in one of these, and it's not any of them.
Yeah, one item left in Hera, it's gotta be a Molder more on the basement.
And
Matt is definitely gonna hope for the Molder here, but
I wasn't counting items in Thieves Town here, but irregardless, we do have the green pendant, so it's going to lead to an item no matter what.
yeah.
And those
there's
are
our
the
flippers.
Okay.
And that was actually available super early in the logic too.
Right, because they got a big key, so they could have just went ahead and got those. Yeah, no one's doing hair there, but like, maybe you do hair after Turtle Rock, and that was nothing in Thieves Town. But we still have that green pendant turning, so that could be the ice rod. The ice rod is the only thing we're lacking so far.
Mm-hmm.
A little nervous how long it took me to figure that out just now, but I'm fairly confident we only need the ice rod. 98% sure.
Oh yeah, and Hayfield is gonna clear out the rest of this as well, so that's gonna take a little bit of time as well.
Alright. So, does look like HayfieldBay is priming up to, man, pretty much last location, those flippers. Will it be enough time, though, for Maddie to catch up?
Well, it looks like Maddie is heading for Swamp first, which is a good sign, because, like, if the progression is in there, we know it's not an Ice Palace. So that would set up Maddie for a potential go mode ice.
Yeah. Doing Swamp here is just really smart too, because he is certainly lacking on magic. He would have to figure something out if he wanted to go do Ice Palace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, would have to go to like the Waterfall Ferry or something. But that's more Hayfield style.
Save and quit from Link's house here. We're going to turn in that green pendant, see if that is the piece we're looking for. Then after that, oh man, back up the mountain. You think nerves? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I think for sure, because both runners double dip, or will double dip Tut Rock, and both runners, Hayfield is about to find out soon that it was not a required double dip. And I don't know about these guys, but I would always feel Giga behind if that happened to me.
Yeah. I mean, if you have nothing left and you last location an item, I don't care who you are, you're never like, man, you know what, I feel really good about my chances. But little does each of them know that I would not say that the seed is necessarily going great or not great for either of them. They both seem to be kind of getting hit hard with, you know, what the rando's dishing out right now.
Yeah, and it's going to be quite linear from here on, because I think Swamp is the only possibility we have at the moment, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but that doesn't have to necessarily give us the ice rod outright. We can get flute, we got shovel, we got mushroom, we got powder, we got all the just the really fun stuff you love to see at the end of the game when you're looking for just one item. But it could just be ice rod too.
Yeah.
Maybe all that trash is just hanging out with Ganon. That's just the compass.
Alright, so I know there's at least one item on the left side. I think, yeah, Maddie is gonna head to the back first, because I think it makes sense if you're one item from go mode. Might as well just go to the back first. Hope it's there.
Yeah. In a weird position that Maddie would be in too. Like, if he finds mushroom, flute, shovel, or any of that crap here, He might be less inclined not to do left side.
There it is, though.
Then you can also find the ice rod, and that puts Maddie in go mode at 108.39. But a really interesting position to be in go mode in. Normally, you'd say the person who's in go mode first is going to be the one that's in the lead. Oof, I mean, I think this is really close.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say he's behind or ahead, but this is going to be a close one here to the wire.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a bit too close to call right now, especially with so many things could still go wrong with just a single death or just a couple of rooms going slower here and there. But yeah, Maddie still needs to clear Ice Palace, but
it's a go mode Ice Palace, so he's not going to have to open any of those chests. He can just get in there and get out. There really was nothing in there that would help him. We have silvers, we have tempered sword, we have blue mail, and heck, I mean 8 hearts, like it ain't much, but you ain't really gonna get that much more.
And I think Maddie still has a fairy left as well, which could play into the rest of the seed here.
I believe Hayfield still has a green potion left, yeah.
A green one, okay, yeah.
It was like the respective, you know, the theming for the seed.
Yeah.
Maddie was Team Fairy and Hayfield was Team Green Potion. Yeah, where are we going?
Oh, I think we're going to buy some potions.
Okay.
Then do a 7 quid head to Ice Palace.
That will definitely better safe than sorry, but like, man, I'm Maddie, we gotta go, man. Hayfield's right behind you.
Too much time to play with here.
You he ditched the fairy. He's not Team Fairy. He's Team Blue now.
No, oh, he did.
He let her out. He said, "To heck with you." Oh man, that breaks my heart.
Yeah, and the running back here feel is slower than your saving credit. The one upside is you get to keep your full health.
That's true.
But yeah, time is definitely of the essence right now.
Yeah, I mean that was definitely like about a 40-second detour right there, and that it did not look like it was 40 seconds we had to spare. However, I mean, if you die, or, you know, that prevents you from dying, it's gonna be a net time save, of course.
Yeah.
And Ice Palace is definitely faster than Swamp Palace, too. Because these stupid waterfalls, man, I don't know what the heck they do to stop time, but we gotta wait until the water fills up. I'm definitely gonna go ahead and say that HayfieldBay, I do think he's just outright ahead now.
Yeah.
And definitely over the over the course of the seed too, it looked like that, you know, maybe with just a little bit cleaner dash lines and movement, that he generally makes up time. You can see up to a minute difference between, you know, one certain runners, you know, climbing GT against the others. It's not uncommon. You know, you got runners like Arier that are in this tournament, and you think you're really good at this game, then all of a sudden they do GT like 3 minutes faster than you. And you're like, what the heck? I was only in there for 2 minutes. How did they do that? And I mean, like that's how good they are. However, did you mention that we have HayfieldBay doing left side swamp? Oh lord.
Oof. Yeah, that's I thought about bringing that up, but at the same time I was like, nah, it's gonna go to the back first, right?
But I mean, again, like he's in such an interesting spot where, like, left side swamp looked really. Like, it looked a lot better to him than it did from Maddie's side, because Maddie still had waterfall, he still had ice. Like, Hayfield's like, I got freaking nothing, man, so I'm going over here.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
If
Hayfield
you're
knows it has to be in here, unless it's that one 50-50 he skipped early in Eastern. But
no, because
he's not gonna go for that.
because that wasn't an item. Like this is all he has.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
never mind.
Well, I mean, it
That's
doesn't
not gonna
matter,
matter.
but
Unless Hayfield mirrors out now and skips
yeah.
the crystal here.
I know the ice rod's in Mire. I'm not even gonna waste my time. Yeah, so that's not gonna make a difference outside of, you know, maybe he can play music along the way to give himself morale. But we're not gonna see that flute being turned in. I'm sorry, folks. If you wanted to hear it, you're not.
Yeah, I mean, now all of a sudden, norskmatty is definitely going to be first to enter GT, unless,
Yeah, gonna
as long as we get through this fight here.
the little less cotton candy kisses, but we did get through that fight. And that will be his 7th crystal, so that'll be his 6th crystal, because we still have to do Turtle Rock, by the way. Did you remember that one?
Yeah, of course I did. I would never misremember something like that. I was just testing you.
Oh, okay. I was like, man, if we do not get a facial expression after that ice rod, I don't know what will. But he was not happy about that one.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna stone face me there, and I was like, man, this guy's gotta have ice blood in his, or you know, ice water in his veins.
Yeah, it's certain seeds. And when you get your go mode, it's kind of bittersweet, right? Because like you're fine in go mode and you can finish the rest of the seed, but you're not quite happy on how that unfolded.
Yeah. Man, that was probably an emotional roller coaster for him because he was thinking, yeah, I did left side swamp first. If you do it first,
Yeah,
and like there's something over there, that does actually save a good amount of time because doing it the
that's fair.
second time is that much slower.
Yeah.
And so he got his flute and was like, all right. And then the ice rod's like, oh, well, never mind. Oh, yeah. I gotta say, I'm very happy I'm not playing this seed. All right, man. What was the time difference we've got right now?
Yeah, I guess we can.
About a Death Mountain climb. I'd say about 90 seconds. Is that
We can check it when they enter. So Maddie enters at 16:03. We'll see when Hayfield enters.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna remember that 1603. So
Same. I'm just writing it down now because I just thought about that too.
Hey, somebody said a minute 25 seconds. Cool. I don't remember numbers. Well, I do remember them. I kind of know how long a mountain climb is, but I'm not going to be able to remember just a random number in the seed. That's impossible. Now is 90 seconds. Is that a gap that is too big to make up between GT routing? Is that a gap that's too big to be made up through execution? It's definitely a tall order, but I mean, oof, it's definitely not out of the realm of possibilities by any means.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I also did ask you a question and did not let you answer myself. That was very rude of me. I'm sorry.
I mean, you probably answer it better than I would. So
No.
fair.
That's impossible. No. Oh man, I'm excited though. I'm at least glad that they're keeping me awake because
Yeah.
this is definitely going to be an incredible finish.
Yeah, this has been a very exciting race. It's gonna have a good finish, I feel like.
Yeah, like if it would have been an Agassiz, 100%, I would have been asleep in my chair. I would have just been like, "Wake me up when it's over. Wake me up when
Yeah.
they're in the dark world, Walter. Yell loudly. I'll keep my headset on."
So entering Turtle Rock, Hayfield was about 135, 132, something like that.
Okay.
Behind.
So 132. That's 60 seconds in a minute plus 32. So he's about that much time ahead. All right, I did the math on that one.
Yep. And Maddie
And I
also
mean-
has the safeties as well. Didn't really get too much punished for going over and grabbing those, since Hayfield went left side.
We'll see how the finishes, wound up first, but the left side definitely did seem to counteract the time that he went and got those potions for sure.
Oh,
Oh,
have to be a
alright.
little bit careful here.
We do have those blues, so now that we're having these magic issues on Trinex, no, we're good. We're good. I was about to say maybe it was a shrewd investment after all.
Yeah, still not quite out of the danger zone here.
No, we are not.
KO here.
Definitely do not want to get hit. I am
Oof.
so nervous. Oh my gosh. I looked a little close there, but whatever. He knew what he was doing.
I wasn't even scared.
I was so scared, Walter. I almost asked you to hold me. That was really close.
Yeah, it looked like Maddie was about to head towards the right there and get baited into getting poked there, but I just baited Trinex instead.
All right, if you guys want to put the random numbers in the chat to do a guessing game for when you think you're gonna find the big key, go ahead. And if you don't want to because it's so early in the morning that who cares? I respect that too. It's your choice. But we are entering in GT. So yeah. And as we're doing that, HayfieldBay is fighting Trinex, so he's gonna have to catch up here. He's got, Maddie running hot right now. If he wants to win this, stay in the winner's bracket, he's gonna have to make up time. Maddie looking to go for the upset. I do believe that HayfieldBay was better seeded, but man, if this shows you anything, like if seeds matter in this rando tournament, they don't, man. The field, everyone is so good, everyone is so competitive.
Mm-hmm.
And
So we got no small key in Hopra. That kind of lends it to not being too much of a divergence possibility here, unless Hayfield goes for like the dark Boyne magician route, whatever people want to call it.
And then it's the ultimate variance.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, there's a heart container. Hey, there's a heart piece. It's a small key. And that's magic powder. Hey, that's actually pretty nice to find.
Yeah. That's a nice safety.
All right, yeah. And we are rolling our way through the left side here.
Okay.
Oh. Could this be the swing that changes it all? I mean, if you go Dark Magician here versus a full left side, I mean, that's like almost 2 minutes. That's a huge, huge swing.
Yeah, this is...
And by almost 2 minutes, I think even more. Like, you have to go through all those chests, the portals, then you have to kill another boss. It's a good time difference.
Yeah, Matt is going to get more items in total here, but Hayfield is going to get to some of those items here way before Matt will.
You don't need those items if you got a big key. All right.
Keep going left here.
Okay, so the Hope Room skip? Oh. Boy. That
could be like a Ravis variant here with mirroring out after a render room.
No. I'm naming. I only name proper noun names on Herapots, and that's it. Not GT routes. Okay. That's an interesting one. Does save the time that it takes over to do Hope Room. Every little bit counts. Like he is the one that is behind here. But yikes, man! If it's Hope Room, like Big Key's there, boy, that hurts.
Yeah, this kind of like one way or another pretty much guarantees Matty to get the big key first, unless Hayfield mirrors out here.
Is he gonna mirror here? I do like this
I've
route.
seen it before. I've definitely seen it before. Yeah, he's going for it.
Okay. I think that it's a very underutilized route, and like it can definitely work out in your favor. Honestly, I feel like it's the fastest route to get all the chest. And by the way, it wasn't there on Ice Armos.
All right.
So if the chest is on in these chests, HayfieldBay is pulled ahead. If it's in Power Room, I would say that Maddie is probably still okay.
Yeah.
But like, if it's in these chests, I mean, like, look how freaking close it is.
Yeah, so Hayfield entered what, 140 after Maddie, so it's a little bit ahead now, so like that's almost like 2 minutes made up if it's in here.
Mm-hmm. There's a shot. Do you think it's at the dig spot? Oh, there it is. Okay, wow, we just saw a huge swing here. GT, oh my gosh. We're even gonna get the small key, so we can save the Helmosaurs.
Yeah, and Maddie is gonna have to pick up that small key.
Oh yeah, he is. He doesn't have any left.
Oh, and never mind. There was actually a small key in here. I missed
Yeah,
it.
it's just right there. Of course. God, they're both gonna get it. All right. Well, HayfieldBay was the one that was needing to move to catch up. Now the tables have turned.
Yeah.
All through climbing GT, so now it's Maddie the one that's got to make up time.
Gets a nice fairy there as well. With some free hearts. Get the full magic as well.
Yeah. That's the 2021's GT safety room right there. Mimics 2. But we still have that climb ahead. Those mimics are being real goobers right now, getting stuck on the edges here, but finally got them where we want them. Now we're going to shoot them in the face. Meanwhile, HayfieldBay flying through the rest here, getting to the meat and potatoes of the gauntlet here.
Yeah, and Hayfield took like an intentional fall and then used dashing through all the cannonballs. One way that guarantees that you can use dash through them, but also takes away heart, so you don't have any sword beams throughout the gauntlet.
It's just like real life, man. Just fall in a pit and then you're transparent for about a second and a half. It makes perfect sense.
I'm gonna remember that one.
Please don't. Actually, I don't want to take responsibility for this. Not you, man. So pretty clean gauntlet from here. Now we have a Silver's Armos again. I would say he was 6 for 6 this seed. It's as good as you can get. Right, rolling through the whiz ropes. Well, love the whiz rope room, man. I remember feels like about 1,000 years ago when I was first watching this game, watching people do that room, and I'm like, oh my god, it's so cool.
Yeah.
How did people get so good? Yeah.
It's like a paradigm shift when you see that.
Alright. Lambo's being a little bit slippery on Maddie's side here. We got 1. Got 2. We got 3. There we go. HayfieldBay showing his mercy on that Helmosaur because he took the extra screen to pick up the small key.
Yeah.
Because he is a kind person.
Did pick up the 20 rupees, which I do believe is an indicator for the boots placement. So that would have been a fun seed if this was not casual boost.
Yeah, if like again we would be asleep by now. There's no way. Though I don't think that's true.
Is it not?
We would have had a really hard time getting that fire rod if that's where the moves were. So I don't think that they were actually in GT this one. I mean, you could say that's what they are, but it definitely wasn't impactful in the logic. Anyways, Aga 2 going on. It's going to take 6 of these balls here. Almost got 3. About as close as you could get to 2, but not 3 there. Just missed it. Those were a little to the right.
Yeah, and this is when the nerves are like really kicking in as well.
Yeah, I mean, HayfieldBay, he's got to be thinking like, I probably couldn't have opened more chests in this seed if I tried. He really did quite a bit. Oh man. Yeah, like not only did you need to do like Turtle Rock not last, or like not, you know, double dip, but like you didn't even have to, you could have done it in go mode. You just get the flippers from Turtle Rock and then you go get the flute from Swamp instead of the book.
Yeah.
There's a couple of ways to do this seed, yeah. Alright. So Ganon fight here from HayfieldBay. Matty is just right behind him on Aga 2.
Yeah, and Ganon could be like still scary here when you're in blue mail and you don't have too many hearts.
Yeah, looks like we're actually going to bust out the cave.
Yeah, makes sense. Like, you have that green potion, you have silvers. You're not going to need all that magic.
We have a wall to hold so we don't lose our magic. Yeah. Alright, we're on to phase 3. Magic looking a little low. I don't know if we're going to need to use that green or not. I think it's definitely enough magic to finish the fight.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, both of them know right now. Man, the other one is not done yet. Like, I'm on Ganon. I'm about to be on Ganon. Like, they both have to know. It's so close right now between the both of them. Alright, not getting the torch glitch here. Looks like we're going to use the lamp fire rod combo.
A good potential for a triple area.
Oh, that was a wonderful triple, actually. Alright, well, GG's to HayfieldBay. He will be staying in the winner's bracket. Assuming he can make it across this bridge without falling. I don't want to speak too soon. I don't wish it upon anybody, but like, man, I've seen it all. And yeah, get your G's in chat for Hayfield.
Yeah, GG's.
What a race, man. Little Cyril. Oh,
yeah.
Look at that. Look at that face. Oh, I love it, man. We gotta have the face cams every race. And a smile and a thumbs up. All right. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. The Mega Man. All right. We will see if they want to come in and chat with us. They might be wanting to do the post-game interview, and then they look to see who the two commentators are, and they're like, you know what? I think I'm just going to go back to bed. Yeah, I wouldn't blame them. But it looks like he's in the waiting room. Let's see if he's got the courage to come up and talk to us. We got to wait. We'll sweat him out, Walter.
Yeah.
Ooh, this looks like a good potential triple, too. Oh, nice. Man. Nice. And there, get your GG's in for Matty. Also, get your GG's in again for HayfieldBay because he's joined us. GG. GG.
Yo, GG's.
GG's.
Excellent race.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just about to say, we just saw a very interesting race between the two of you. I'm guessing, like, maybe you talked a little bit after the season.
Yeah, and I saw the ending part here as well. So, yeah, it was a compass room.
Yeah.
With norskmatty going absolutely full left, and I did rando rush. So, yeah, definitely earned a very good amount of time there. So yeah, and this seed, it felt really bad. The Hera boss. I was thinking if I had gone to the boss there, I could have been go mode for like ages ago. You only need to pick up the fire rod in King's Tomb, and eventually you'll do Ice and get Ice Rod. Was that correct? Or where was the medallions again? I don't remember.
You definitely had it early. Honestly, I think that either medallion you had was like in Kakariko or something.
Yeah, it was probably there. And yeah, so of course you had to. If you skip Hera, you definitely come there almost last or last. I was there last. I did decide to. Okay, I only have 3 checks left. Let's do the tablet, Hera, and then Spy Cave. So, and the reason you don't want to do that first time around Hera is you got that bow, and you know it's only one more item, and you can go all the way up, beat a Moldorm, and then be awarded with a small key, and that's a situation you don't want to get in Hera pendant.
Yeah. No, I think everything you did made sense. I mean, it was definitely real dicey, and like you both did not do Hera. You both, went into Turtle Rock. Matty also has joined us. GG's to you, but yeah, he did the early Eastern play before going up Death Mountain, so we had to double dip that around. You kind of sniffed out the logic a little bit and was like, you know what? I don't need that lamp in Eastern. I'm gonna go see what's over here. And you got your bow and your pearl as well. But man, skipping Hera at that, I mean, it made perfect sense. You wish it was a crystal this seed, and all of a sudden, you get done so much faster.
Oh, that would have been insanely fast seed.
Yeah. But no, it was definitely awesome to watch, and we got to see this, literally almost come down to GT routing. It seemed like so.
Yeah. So
Man.
thinking about, I did actually go to the mountain before Eastern. I was like, maybe assume if I get a bow up there, I can afterwards find the logic in Eastern, and I really did get the bow and silvers. But the only thing I forgot about when I was done with Eastern, I was thinking I have the mirror and everything. I could have just routed in Pod Eastern. And I was like, okay, it was an honest mistake.
You had every item, and it's like I said, it was a lot going on, man. That's kind of actually what I had thought too. That's funny you say that. But it really wasn't. Would have been slightly more efficient, but like it wasn't, that big of a deal.
Yeah. Yeah, and one more thing. Yeah, in Swamp, I was thinking, what's my best options here? I have done everything. I haven't checked Ped yet, so let's hope we get the flute there and we have to go to Meyer. Actually, I wished I didn't want to find Ice Rod there. So when I found the compass, let's go instantly left. I know it's kind of better to go straight to the boss. Maybe we'll get the Ice Rod, but I want to be efficient here and get everything. So, and Ice Rod after flute. The dream was dead.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, man, you get your flute, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna do left side, like, I've got nothing left, I last location my flippers, then you get the flute, and you're like, yeah, I made the right choice, right? And then you get Ice Rod, and you're like, no, I did not make the right choice, oh no.
Exactly.
No, I understand. It was, I definitely, I'm very happy I did not play this seed. That was how I felt while I was watching.
Yeah, this would have been interesting in a large field. You have some finishers, they who did Hera instantly.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have people finishing 110, and then everyone else is gonna be like, "What the heck's going on?"
Yeah, definitely. GG's, norskmatty.
Yeah, GG's to you as well. I hadn't heard say anything yet, but thank you for the excellent race. I would also like to say I apologize for the butchering I did on your names a million times. I could not get it to click. Even though I had native Walter here explaining it to me multiple times, I still couldn't do it, man. I'm very sorry.
But that's okay. I don't mind.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question about your name, norskmatty. Norsk means Norwegian in Norwegian.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's
I,
so it is because of that.
I am, yeah, I am not Norwegian, although I do have Norwegian family.
All right,
But,
cool.
yeah, that's why I chose the name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I really don't belong in this call. I'm the odd one out.
yeah. So I tried to be most efficient as I could this seed. But when I got the book in TR, let's go for the dream here. The tablet into desert, because the way I played off the pod, I went to Pyramid Ledge, Catfish, all north route, getting both the items in Skull Woods. So skipping Village of Outcast was really a thing I wanted this seed. So therefore I after ice I went up the mountain and went for Turtle Rock, because we have green pendant in Thieves Town, so didn't really want to go there.
Yeah, I mean, you almost got away with. I mean, I guess technically you still could have gotten away with it, but man, it was definitely a way more difficult sell to be like, you know what, man, I don't want to do Village of Outcast and all that stuff. I'm just gonna go kill Moldorm, you know. But it was really close. I noticed that, and I was very nervous for you because I was just like, God, what? How's he gonna feel if the ice route's just sitting in like Sea House or something, you know?
Yeah, also I went for the density there instead of the dream of the desert, because I knew about the tablet, Moldorm Spike Cave. It's so slow. It's so slow. And I was thinking about that Hera basement all the way to Moldorm. Hera basement for nothing. That costs a lot. So yeah, I just have to. Okay, I guess I have to do Village of Outcast then. But it I could have made it the other way there, but it is what it is.
But man, yeah, definitely GG's to you both. Hayfield, you'll be moving on in the winner's bracket here. It looks like you're going to be going up against Matt 7898. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Who is that? I never heard of
Yeah,
him.
if you haven't heard of him, I could understand why. But I will say, don't sleep on him. He's a pretty good runner, you know.
So yeah, I saw that he's first in ladder. But I
He
have
is?
I have the most races in ladder, so let's see.
Oh, well then obviously you're better because he's only first because he's not playing enough.
Right.
All right. Yeah.
Well, let's see if you can go 2 for 2 on beating Max.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a
that's it.
double
The
match.
Mad Slayer. Okay. You have to change
Yeah.
your name. Then Maddie, it looks like you're gonna get Alex in the losers bracket. I think, if I'm reading that correctly, but I could maybe not be reading that correctly.
I think that's right. Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot of tiny letters, and then also it's like 4 a.m. here, so I'm trying my best.
Yeah, it's early for me. It's 1 a.m., but it's still late for me. I guess not early. It's late.
Yeah. That was an interesting scheduling here, because he's PDT time and I'm Central European time, 9 hours different, and we had to figure out to play in the midweek. So okay, he starts at 11 p.m. and I will start 8 a.m. at the morning.
Yeah.
Funny scheduling.
Yeah, for all those watching that are not playing, these tournaments, man, they're stressful. They're taxing. We got to do a lot of, sacrifices to get these tournament matches going for you guys. You don't have to say thanks, we do it because we love it, but if you want to, we'll say you're welcome back. But yeah, anything else you guys want to add that, outside of just having that awesome race? Really appreciate how exciting you made it for us.
Yeah, GG's. That was a very close race, Matty. And thank you for the restream as well.
Yeah. Thanks for the commentators, tracker, everything. Very excited. to
Our
be
pleasure.
involved.
Our pleasure.
So it's the first time I've been in a major tournament, so it's
Oh, your first. Well, I mean, you did excellent in my opinion. So.
not quite just happy to be here, but kind of happy to be here. Just,
Oh. Hey, you still got the losers bracket, man. Is
yeah, I'm not done yet, but yeah, just fun.
all right.
Oh, and
Cool.
thanks to Walter. He mentioned me a lot during the mentor tournament. I wouldn't be here if he hadn't helped me out so much.
Walter, you didn't even tell me that, man.
I don't want to make it sound like I'm bragging or anything. Matty is way better than he gives himself credit for.
I mean, if he doesn't give himself credit for his performance, I mean, he would definitely be doing himself a disservice because, I mean, I watched it. I liked everything that I saw. So it was an awesome race. Both of you guys. I mean, I'll say I don't want to play either of you. I definitely don't want to play you, HayfieldBay. I remember what you did to me last year. So.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I did really hit the guard route then.
Hey man, that's random.
If you go on and win Hayfield, then I could say that I lost to the eventual winner, and it won't sound so bad. So.
Yeah, thank you. So, yeah, good luck to you, for Matty.
Yeah, good luck, Hayfield.
Well, I think that'll wrap us up here. I don't have too much else to add. Walter, you want to send us off, man? You got anything you want to say to the fans?
I mean, like, we're literally gonna have hundreds of games played throughout this tournament. Most of the early ones are probably not gonna get restreamed, but there's still, there's still potential for a couple to get some restreams, and then after that, we're gonna have the top 32. So definitely keep a lookout for the schedule and the brackets and all that. And then I guess when SpeedGaming Live kicks off for real, we got the top 32 to look forward to. Yeah, it's getting pretty late, huh? So everyone on the other side of the Atlantic go to bed, I guess. And we'll see you tomorrow.
It's a great idea. Have a good night, guys.